Hi, I'm Michelle Skally Doilney, representing the International Feng Shui Guild, and here today with Tina Falk of VIA Feng Shui. And welcome, Tina.
Thank
And
you for having me.
oh my gosh, thank you for being here. So please tell us a little bit about yourself, your school, Feng Shui perspective. Give us an idea about you and your work.
Thank you for asking. And man, my work teaching, it's such a joy. It's just I think I learn more, maybe. I learn a lot. And I think that's why I love teaching so much, is because I get to continually learn. Yeah, my feng shui master gifted me her school in 2012, and she kind of handed me the reins, and I freaked out a little bit and had a moment. And she really just kept encouraging me to move forward. And I have. And it's been such a gift to my life being able to teach. And I'm here in Utah, in the heart of, the Midwest kind of, or the West, the Intermountain States, I guess is what we call it. And I teach virtually, live online. To me, the live interaction is so important. You know how important it is when you're talking to someone, a client or a student. You want to know that they're getting it. You want to see those aha moments, or you want to see when their eyes are rolling back in their head and they're like, I'm not getting it at all. So I love teaching live, and I teach classical feng shui. And it to me, feng shui is just kind of a term, and I don't really specify when I'm practicing feng shui, oh, this is classical feng shui or this is landform right now. But I do a little bit of everything. So I teach classical feng shui, which is the umbrella for flying stars feng shui and Chinese astrology. I also pepper in some of the wonderful gifts of the BTB school, as well as landform. All of those schools, I think every school is important, and I think we can layer them effectively and help our clients wherever they are. I'm not sure if I have anything else to add other than I'm living in a house full of people in Utah. We just bought this home. We finished the basement. My daughter's moved in with her husband and baby. My son lives with us. We have a multi-generational home. And we're trying to just be successful and live our lives the best way that we can. And we're doing it together, and it's a lot of fun. And that's how I like to integrate all of that into what I'm doing.
Feng Shui is your life.
It's not just a hobby. It bleeds through how I watch the news, how I interact with people in spaces. It's everything to me. I've been doing this for a long time, and I think we're all doing it, don't you? Don't you think we're all
Yeah,
doing feng shui and don't even realize it?
we do.
Even
Yeah.
as a little girl, I had a sense of being able, I didn't have control of my life. As a kid, it was a very volatile situation, lots of change. The only thing I could control was my bedroom
Mm.
and where things were placed and the comfort. And if I could create a safe environment in my bedroom, then that was my space. Then, that was, and I guess maybe it was a sense of control too. That was the way for me to control a part of my life. But I sensed even back then how important space is, safety, support, and comfort, being able to sleep, and being surrounded by things that you love.
Yeah. So that's part of your story of Feng Shui, or
Yeah.
tell us more.
Yeah, I met my feng shui master here in Utah almost 20 years ago now. And I had just come out of a 4-year intensive meditation program with a Buddhist meditation master from Vietnam. No, it wasn't Thich Nhat Hanh. A lot of people say, was it Thich Nhat Hanh? And after the meditation, I was like, well, what's next? And Mary came into my space, and it was an easy connection. She was local. We spent a lot of time together, and she just, really took me under her wing, shared with me everything that she had ever learned, and then just like go do it. And I think that's, if now that I remember right, when she was giving me her school, she said, "You're the only student I have that practices at the level that you do." You're the only one that integrates it like you do. And without a shadow of a doubt, I want you to have it. Yeah.
High honor from any teacher to live the teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us about the format of your training or how you go about training?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we do meet online. It's this. This is what I love about teaching. Every time I do a program, it changes. It morphs a little bit because I learn things from the last group that it's like, oh, I need to incorporate this more. So I'm really excited about this next training. And I've broken it up into three kind of modules, I guess, is kind of the word for them. The first module is it's called Feng Shui for You. And so I'm doing a consultation with you in your private space, but we're doing it as a group. So everybody gets to apply Feng Shui for themselves. They'll calculate their charts for their family and themselves. And then that's a 5-week program, and then they'll get some one-on-one time with me. Then we take a quick break, and then we dive into Chinese astrology. I'm really giving a bigger chunk of time this go around for the Chinese astrology aspect, because that's the tool that informs every other thing that comes down the road. Any recommendation, suggestion, cure, anything is based off of an individual's personal feng shui energy. And then we recess, we come back and dive into all of those other schools of feng shui. So it's all live, one-on-one. Yeah, there's a couple of videos I'll share with you. I give video feedback for all homework and projects so that it's just a new language, right, for a lot of people. So it's giving them the words to describe what they're seeing and sensing, and really hone in on getting that basic skill level set so that when they're out there working with people, their intuition has space to come in and enhance their consultation or their reading. And then there's 3 months of mentorship support during their field work where they have time with me. We might have a few ongoing classes. So it's an 8-month program this go around. It keeps building and it gets better. And I'm super excited about this one.
Oh, it's fantastic. What's your favorite thing to teach?
Oh, Chinese astrology by far.
Yeah.
It is now, oh, let me think now, because landform to me is the most important school of feng shui. Because if we can't get landform right, it's really hard to do just normal feng shui on the inside, BTB or classical. But the Chinese astrology is my favorite tool to use. It's so fun to teach because people just light up. Even people who get a reading, they just light up. People resonate really easily with the Chinese 5 elements and their zodiac animals that are in their chart. So that by far is the funnest. It's the most rewarding for everybody, and it's a tool that helps people build their intuition and start trusting their intuition, which is where a lot of people are right now. A lot of us are wanting to trust that part of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear the passion in your voice for
Mhm.
teaching Chinese astrology.
Thanks.
Do you have any other passion projects, things that you're interested in that you'd like to share?
Well, besides being a grandma, I do
Congratulations.
have, thank you. I do have one that I, every year, which is a deep passion project. It's another teaching gig that I've created for myself. And I usually begin my research in September. So it's not quite there, but it's on the horizon. And that's my annual Chinese New Year event. And
Mm.
that's a big 2-day event. It's online, it's live. We meet Friday evening, we reflect on this past year. We have to reflect, right, in order to know where we're going. We do a group meditation, and then we reconvene Saturday morning. We look at the astrology chart for the year and how it compares and how it's going to influence our chart. So everybody on the call, I think I had about 65 people on the call last year. Everybody has their chart in front of them so that I'm walking them through visuals to explain this is how you can interpret this energy and here's what's to prepare for. And then we spend another hour and a half on the flying stars. And then, of course, they get goodies in the mail and lots of support and all that. But that's definitely something looking forward to. I think this will be my 12th year doing it.
Oh, great.
Mhm.
Well, anything else that you'd like to share?
If you are looking for a school, look at it's a tough pick because it's not apples to apples. It might be a golden delicious apple and a red delicious apple or a cosmic crisp apple, but everybody teaches differently. Every practitioner or teacher interprets the information differently, and therefore they're going to share it and create programs that are different. So find and meet the people, talk to them, don't be shy and reach out to them. Join them on a call, get to know them, ask them questions, interview them as much as they're going to want to make sure that you guys are a good fit. So make sure that you're finding the right fit for you, because I've absolutely learned in the past, been doing the teaching for 12 years. There has been some students that, this doesn't feel like a fit, and you can tell that a couple months in, they're not getting it. It breaks my heart when that happens, and I do my best to vet and, question and make sure you can handle the workload or the time on Saturday mornings when we meet. So do your homework. It's an amazing investment for yourself. It's a true gift to you and your family and the people you'll be serving.
Thank you. That's valuable and yeah, valid, true. My experience also. That's great advice for anyone who's looking. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing the video today, Tina. And do you have information or screen to share? I'm going to put
I,
myself on mute if you want to share the screen, and then we can
there it
stay on.
is.
Yep, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, so take a screenshot, look me up. You can find VIA Feng Shui on Instagram and YouTube. So yeah, reach out. I have lots of insights for lots of questions. Not the answers, but I got the insights.
Well, thank you for coming today, Tina, and thanks to everyone watching this video for taking the time for yourself.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay.